I think we're going to see Bling Stalkers. Antigua is a very good map for Bling Stalkers. I'm going to tell you guys all about it as soon as we are in game, which we are right now. I'm curious to see. I mean, this is a PvP, and Bling has always had relatively strong PvP. The same can be said for Socke, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Socke, I wouldn't say that he really excels in PvP, but considering the fact that he plays in a lot of German competition only, and the best player in Germany besides Socke is, of course, Hazops. And those are guys that run into each other very large. And they're also actually very good friends, which is a little bit awkward because they sometimes want to help each other on the international level, but they know the more I say to him, he can also use that against me in the national leagues we were playing, and there's often more money involved, so what can I do? But despite all that, and despite the big rivalry those two have going on, they're very, very good friends, and I actually think that deserves some sort of applause, because I think that's awesome when you both compete for so much money all the time, that you still manage to be close friends. So I think that Socke's PvP is very good too, but Bling must be feeling good right now, Ben. He just took out, as you said, 2 of the absolute best Zergs in Europe. And PvP on Antigua, best of 1. Why wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's something that I think is interesting about Socke, though, Kev, is he always says, oh, PvP is one of my worst matchups. Yeah. But it's always so strong. Like, we've seen him play very well against some top Koreans. We've seen him beat just about every good foreign Protoss. Maybe he has beaten every good foreign Protoss.
Yeah, I think he has.
Except for Rotty.
Actually, there was a time that Socke, sometimes we went to drink a couple of beers in Cologne because we used to live in the same city as Socke. And he went to my place once as well after, like, we went out, and then everybody got really drunk and they went to my place, and I was like, hey Socke, let's play some StarCraft, because I had 2 PCs in my room. He's like, yeah, let's do that. And then first game we started PvZ, and he wanted to play Zerg against me, but I was really bad against Zerg on that moment.
And also, to be fair, Socke's got some excellent Zerg off-race. And he's a very high Grandmaster Europe.
On that moment, there were still like 3 or 4 guys awake in my room, and they all see me lose against Socke's Zerg. I was like, Socke, let's play some PvP. And I'm like playing my heart out, and I beat him the first game. I was like, yeah, I look behind me, everybody's sleeping. So the last thing people remembered was Socke's Zerg beating me. And after that, I actually won 2 PvPs in a row, but nobody ever knew, man.
Yeah. But Socke knew. He said, oh, your PvP is pretty good.
Yeah. Both Socke and Hazo, they're believers. I like that. That's why I love them. We see the scout going on over here by Bling, and Socke is apparently a member of the No Scouting Club in PvP. TT1 says, as soon as you are a member of this club, your win rate will increase with 30%.
Socke doing exactly what he always does in this matchup. Skips the Zealot. He's going to go for the fast 3 Stalker opening off of 2 gateways. Yep. I often say that it's my favorite way to see Protoss players open.
I think it's a very good opening as well. But I think it's a little bit risky, considering the fact that he's not scouting at all. Even though if he faces a 4-gate guy, there's really nothing to really worry about. Oh, for a second I was really confused there. I was like, Bling? Really? That's like not the most secretive pylon I've ever seen in my life.
That was actually Socke's pylon, of course. Yeah. Bling just going to spot that and shimmy on out. Bling's also skipping the first Zealot, but
was a little bit
he's doing all this off of 1 gate. He's going 1 gate Stargate. Very interesting opening. Do you think Socke's going to be able to sniff this out?
No, I don't think so, actually, because the moment you make 3 Stalkers, 3 Stalkers is an excellent... Oh, unless he's going to send a probe across the map right now. There is this crazy thing called 2-gate aggression these days. He's going to wipe in the Twilight Council instead, so I don't think that Socke is going to be overly aggressive. I don't think he's going to be able to spot it before he's really going to be able to do something about it. But it's already very good for Socke that he opens Twilight instead of Robo.
Yeah. Bling, I guess, perhaps hoping to blind counter some Robo play. Antigua's a really good map for Robo play, but it's also a really, really good map for Blink play because there's so much surface area.
I think there's a valid point to make for all 3 strategies. But in general, I have the feeling that the best players over here do open up 3-gate Twilight Council Blink Stalker with a robotics facility and just take it from there depending on what they face. And I actually think that's the best way to play Antigua, but who am I, Ben?
Whoa, Socke! Oh no, this is actually a huge problem. Now Socke can't possibly win this fight.
Whoa, you shouldn't want to fight anymore, Socke. Like the longer you stay around, the more units you're going to end up losing. Well, he does pick off 1 Stalker. I think if Bling would have positioned himself a little bit better, he actually was able to take out at least 1 more Stalker. And I would have loved to see him try to save his first Stalker. He made it a little bit too easy for Socke.
I do like that Socke managed to equalize that trade, though.
Yeah, because that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
I like that he did it, but I don't like that he went for it, because I think it was a little bit suicidal.
First Phoenixes are going to reveal themselves shortly. There'll be a third one joining up around the time that they make it down to Socke's base. So it's 3-gate, Blink, Robo, with the
Blink.
4th gate going down. Socke's in all in.
And now, well, you don't necessarily have to all in from this, actually, because you can still be very active. And I think maybe he is going to all in the moment he sees these Phoenix. So Blink's going to have to be so careful about when he what he uses his energy about.
The gateway count. Now he will.
He's going to fly right over. He's actually going to lose.
Is Blink done?
Not yet.
Oh, seconds from
So
completing.
close. You want to be careful, Bling. Those Phoenixes are... We already see a pylon going up on the top side. I think you're right. I think that what Socke is going to do, he's going to blink right in. He's going to use the observer over here for high ground, and he's going to blink right into the main base. And Bling doesn't have a robo yet, Ben. And normally if you play Phoenix, you should have quicker robo. This is very nice. Bling knows about this pylon, so he knows about this potential threat. But he can't do anything. He can't do anything about the observer. I think it's going to be very tough.
Oh, Socke with a missed blink there in the main base. His stalkers were trying to join up, and they blinked right into the side. Had to go the long way.
The tricky thing is right now, Socke does not immediately want to. He doesn't want to blink in a lot of Zealots. So if Bling maybe gets like 2 more Zealots, then 1 more Stalker, and the Immortal. Here comes the first Blink. That's a little bit over-eager. Wow, massive Graviton Beam. I actually think Bling is going to defend this very easily.
He's going to clean this up in a big way. This is excellent for Bling. And Socke getting a little bit over-eager.
That was massive.
Is now terribly, terribly behind, Kev. It's even in worker count, but the army supply is way in favor of Bling, and now he can expand if he wants. He could also get aggressive if he wanted.
Oh, and I think Bling just picked off the observer over there as well. So this is going to make Socke's life so much harder. He's going to find that probe over there. You have to be careful. Bling doesn't even have to take this fight right now, but he's going to take it. This is going to be a little bit trickier because all the Zealots are in the back, but I still think it's going to be fine for him. These Phoenixes.
Wow, Bling is doing this so incredibly well. He's going to lose another Stalker, but gets a lot of Socke's Stalkers in the exchange as well.
I would have loved to see him wait a little bit longer there. If he would have done that with 1 Immortal, or just the Zealots in front, that would have already been a lot better for him. He just gave Socke a little bit of chance in this game.
He does go ahead and try to expand. That's a big investment right now, as he is kind of under the gun.
And because I really think that he thinks that Socke is already dropping the Nexus, but Socke is not.
And I guess he's going to go check that with his Phoenixes right now. Socke is going to go ahead and fight. There is an Immortal in this mix, so he's got to be very careful about how he engages. Now he's going to come forward and try to pick off the Immortal, and it doesn't. Yes, it does go down. And Socke just going to blink right back, but...
And I think now the moment that Blink has his Phoenix over here, he's going to realize, what the hell is going on? Why am I so desperate to expand? I don't even really have to. All I have to do is survive. And then eventually I'm going to be in good shape.
I think this just got scary again.
There's only 2 Zealots this time as well. He's going to focus the Immortal immediately. Bling is really falling apart.
And Socke needs the micro. Well, where's the blinks? There they go. He's going to blink these injured Stalkers away. Nice focus fire by Bling, though. And with Warp Ends, he might actually hold here, albeit barely.
Oh, God. But right now, these kind of fights are quite nice for Socke. Of course, Bling does have that expand coming up.
But there's another Immortal out. Great micro there by Socke, just blinking down to the low ground. Look at these 3 Stalkers with single hit points of damage remaining. Single-digit hit points.
Socke has quite a bit of money right now, and now he's actually going to drop the expand. Blink still has that Phoenix on patrol over here, so he's going to be aware of that. Observer. This time, Bling is going to be the one losing the Observer. God, Bling is really
now Socke's committed, and I think he's going to lose some Stalkers here, Kev.
Nice focus fire on the low HP Stalkers. Very well done. But Bling is going to end up losing this Immortal. But it's worth it so far. Oh, God, the Immortal still's not down. Now it's finally down. Yeah, wow, Socke lost a lot there.
Yeah, probably not a good trade for Socke. Comes out of that with a small army disadvantage and a lot of very low HP Stalkers.
And the best thing is, Bling can finally have some time off right now, and he can finally get more than 1 Immortal at the field at once, which is going to make his life a lot easier. But Bling brought himself in so much trouble, man, when he went down this ramp unnecessarily with the Zealots in the back. He didn't have to do that. And that's the moment where he lost like 3 out of his 4 Phoenix, which would have been so awesome all the time to just pick off units.
Socke being so active with these Stalkers. Probably doesn't want to blink up again, though, because 2 Immortals is...
It's way too much for...
many Immortals, yeah.
He's not even going to be able to kill one of those Immortals with these 8 Stalkers, of which a couple of them are...
Pretty low.
Pretty low on HP.
He's going to blink or not blink forward, but step forward and do a little bit of harass here. Just some blink micro going down, and he says,
picks up a Stalker. Very well done.
Kill a Stalker, get
Both Socke and Hazu are so excellent in that, being active with these small squads of blink Stalkers and picking off 1 unit at a time. I love watching those guys play.
Socke looks like he's thinking about another aggressive blink up into the main. And at Phoenix. really wants to kill the Observer, but it's not going to happen. Good play there. Oh!
Oh, Socke picks up the Observer instead. That's so nice. That means that Bling is going to be in the dark once more. He's producing his third Immortal, so after this he will only be able to produce. Oh, and Socke's gonna blink forward. There's not a single sentry, so that's gonna be nice for him. He's gonna pick off a pilot and just get out of there.
Doesn't get away.
Doesn't lose anything. Socke is doing as well.
Man, it's guerrilla warfare right now. Socke's really bringing himself back, but Bling still with the economic lead, still with the stronger fighting army.
But look, Bling is in the dark so much, man. I think if Socke suddenly makes his way across the map, he could potentially land a crucial force field on the ramp of Bling.
That's
and since
true.
The robotics bay is being wiped in right now, and even the second robo is on the way. But I think that we're going to see something like that. He would have a small window. The longer he waits, the more likely it is that Bling's
that robo going down, now's kind of the time for Socke to get on the move. Oh, I don't know if I like that blink. Puts him in a really awkward spot, and now the Zealots are going to corner. Immortal's going to get some shots off. One Stalker down.
Nice micro there. Very nice micro. Forward blink.
Whoa, Socke. All that hard work, and they just gave away some units.
Army supply is in a lead, though, but that's of course because Bling is investing a lot in the infrastructure.
Oh, he is right. I read that backwards.
Observer Wars keeps going on as well, and this is a very nice pickup this time for Bling. A little bit sloppy by Socke to just leave it hanging there and expect that Bling was never going to get another Observer.
Right, here comes Socke. Finally moves out with 3 Immortals and a single Sentry. And
well, a little too late, I think, because Bling is going to have vision of this, and the first Colossus.
First 2 Colossus.
Yeah, both Colossus are on the way.
Yeah, if they come out, that's going to be...
Bling looks good. Finally, this game was, it looked very good for Bling for a little while. After the first blink of Socke, it was almost game over. But then Socke did an excellent way in fighting back into this game. Yeah. But eventually Bling stabilized. And
I think Bling has been pretty obviously practicing, Kev. This is some of the best Bling we've seen in some time. I don't think I've seen him in this kind of shape since maybe the first Home Story Cup or Home Story Cup 4.
Yeah, he plays very well. Those games against JYP back then. So cool. Good games by Bling in the past. Socke is getting his own Robo Bay as well, but this is of course one of those moments where, what are you gonna do from here, Ben? No matter how good of a player you are, your opponent has double Robo, he has 11 workers more, and he has an army supply lead. So you can be Socke or no Socke. How are you going to turn this around?
Bling did just lose his Observer in the natural of Socke, so that at least takes away some of his vision. So maybe if Socke can get the perfect position, but this is not the perfect position at all.
Force field.
Army split up. There's a dead Immortal. No.
Yes.
Run, Billy. Billy the Immortal.
Billy could never be an Immortal because it carries the name Immortal.
Remember
Billy knows that he's mortal.
Remember when Billy drove the Thor?
Yes. That went wrong. Second Robo is on the way for Socke now as well. Bling, actually army-wise, they're very, very even. Why does it feel that Bling is so far ahead? Forward Bling! I think that's a mistake. He's not going to be able to pick up a single Colossus. He's going to lose a lot of Stalkers.
Yeah, some really sloppy decision-making by Socke throughout this game.
That was a very bad Bling.
And that puts him in an awfully awkward spot. He's down almost 40 supply now, and Bling's just going to march right to the natural. He's going to have the Colossus advantage. He's got the production advantage. He's got the eco advantage. This is Bling's game to lose.
He has the Bling advantage right now, Ben. He's getting a third Nexus as well, as we can see over here on the left side of this map. Everything is working in Bling's favor. He might just want to wait for Thermal Lens to be completed, or perhaps even one more Colossus. He might wipe in a couple of units on the high ground as well. Socke tries to see what's going on with these Bling Stalkers, but all he sees is a terrifying Protoss army from Bling.
And I'm guessing Bling's going to take 1, maybe 2 Warpins and then go for it. He does have 3 Colossi. I think he's got Thermal Lance too, right?
Yes, just finished up.
Oh, man.
This is a very scary armor. I think Bling will warp in a couple of Zealots just to run them to the mineral line. And then I think he's just going to make it happen.
Socke's considering coming down that ramp, but one zap of the lasers convinces him that that's not the best idea. And this is exactly what we're going to see, Kev. Zealot's going to walk into the main. It's going to force Socke to pull probes or respond to 2 separate armies. But at the end of the day, is it really going to matter? Look at the difference in armies. Bling is going to...
I mean, Bling will win this fight, but it was very well done by Socke. It was about as good as it could have possibly gone, but it's not good enough. Socke is still far behind. These Zealots are having a field day as well in this exposed mineral line. Bling is starting to wipe in the reinforcements on the low ground just to be safe, because of course you'd rather be safe than sorry. All that's remaining for Socke is 2 Immortals and 2 Colossus. That's not going to be enough against this insane army of Bling, and we thought that Nurture was the story of the day, Ben, but Bling is making quite a story himself.
Absolutely. 3rd win in a row. Bling GG. On fire. GG indeed. Wow. Bling taking $75 more in the Nurture ZVT practice for money.
Yep, this might be Nurture's practice, but Bling picked up 225 bucks as well, and that's
his third win. Oh yeah, it is 225.
It's not bad at all.
Math.
Well, only so far Nurture and Bling, the only two players actually winning money today. We're gonna head over to our final small commercial break, and then we'll be right back with our final game of the day. I'm not sure who it
Bling
is yet.
versus somebody.
Somebody. We'll see if it works.
All right, guys.
Oh, that's Bling.